I'm J.K. Viers, and I wanted to read with you Everyone Has a Backpack. This is a book for childhood trauma or other mental health struggles for school counselors, therapists, social workers, clinicians, and caregivers trying to help a child. I'm going to go a little bit out of order. I'm going to read the book and then read what it's about after. I have a website, sarahhobart.com. I'm on lulu.com /spotlight/JK Viers. So, let's see how close I can get. All around the world, every person, young and old, wear an invisible backpack. Your backpack is where sad things go. Some children's backpacks are almost empty, but many are not. Some kids have been bullied at school, the playground, or even at home, and those hurt feelings go in their backpacks. Some children are called mean names, physically hurt, or have other bad things happen to them, and those sad things go in their backpacks. Some kids had their dog, cat, grandparent, or someone else they love die or leave, and those memories and sad feelings go in their backpack. Some kids compare themselves to other boys and girls and think they aren't as talented and feel insecure, or don't have the same toys or clothes and feel inferior, which means not as good, or jealous. All those feelings and other negative feelings go in their backpack. No one wants a backpack, but we all have one, and things start to add to it in life. It can get very heavy. Thinking about your backpack can make you cry or feel very angry. I heard anger is sadness turned outward, and no one wants sadness or anger. You often feel like you are the only one wearing a backpack, but remember, we all have a backpack. It can get so heavy that the strap can rip, and we can have to carry it with all our effort that it becomes very hard to enjoy the day, because all you feel is so sad, angry, or you can't stop thinking about what you are carrying. For some kids, sad things start to make them really mad. Sometimes they get sad, then mad, they do bad things. No one likes being bad, but the backpack can make being good so hard. Other times, sad things can make someone not like themselves and can make them quiet and want to stay alone. Other times, sad things can make someone want to add happy things and gain approval, which means want to be liked by everyone and never say no. They want to please others but do not know how to please or take care of themselves. If someone doesn't like them, they get very upset. They also may say yes to fit in and make some bad choices. That's a talk for another book. Many kids are scared to talk about their backpack and try to keep it all secret, but then it can get so heavy that it hurts. The wonderful thing is, there are grown-ups who can help. There are adults who understand our backpacks. Many have become experts through training in school and reading lots of books on how to help children with their backpacks. They even have to pass a really big test that shows they can help. They have fancy titles like school counselors, therapists, social workers, and even a behavioral health clinicians. They can have a bunch of letters behind their name, too. They can help you open your backpack. They let you unload your backpack by talking about your sad feelings or memories. They can help you process, which means make sense of it, to help lighten your backpack. These grown-ups can help you even feel good and stronger for having had all those things in your backpack. They remind us that everyone has a backpack, carries something that is sad, painful, makes them angry or upset, which makes us not feel so alone. They can say things like, look at what you are surviving. They can tell us about famous people who have the exact same things in their backpack, which reminds us that often that others have done great things with the same past experiences, feelings, or thoughts. Me too, me too, me too. They can make us feel strong even though we once felt weak. They can let us know that it is not our fault we have a backpack. It is simply part of life that we have backpacks. This can make us feel really good when we learn we did not cause the sad or bad things to happen, so we don't feel any guilt for what we have in our backpack. Grown-ups can describe how our backpack teaches us a lot about life. Some adults can teach us about difficult words like wisdom, compassion, empathy, understanding, and love. Love is a small word, but there is a lot to learn about it. Like saying people have a hard time loving another if they don't love themselves. It is like drawing bright, happy hearts or smiley faces on our backpacks that makes it start to feel a lot lighter and not so scary to talk about what is in it. We have insecure feelings that we aren't good enough thoughts. They can say things like, you're made just the way you are because the world needs you and the one and only you. Each child is different, unique, and special and needed. Talks like this can help us not feel as insecure and help us start to understand how special we truly are. There are grown-ups who can teach us to say no to things that are not good for us. They can teach us to love ourselves and a thing called healthy boundaries, even in our own thoughts, to make decisions that help us. So some example to talk with a grown-up on making healthy choices from thoughts to actions. There's things that hurt us are negative and things that help us which are positive. So things that hurt us are negative thoughts about ourselves, strangers or hurtful behavior, peers who hurt our feelings, and things that help us are positive thoughts about ourselves, empowering healthy choices and behaviors, choosing friends who want the best for us. Suggested reading is Beware of the Pit of Despair. They can teach us about living a balanced life. FYI, a balanced life has nothing to do with a balance beam. After a while, you can talk to trusted individuals and or think about your whole backpack and not feel so sad. Some feelings that felt so heavy and you were scared to talk about begin to not feel so scary or heavy. Adults sometimes say, the past is the past and we can learn from it to have a better future. These talks try to help kids realize that they can have a happy, successful life, even with backpacks full of hard times and memories. You don't want to add sad feelings or create any bad memories to anyone's backpack. If your backpack is making you sad or mad, remember grown-ups can help. And if one grown-up doesn't know how to help you, then find another one. Please talk about this book. What are some ways people deal with their backpack? ShareHopeArt.com. So I'm going to flip to the first page. So the backpack is a book that is a tool to help children understand their personal trauma, mental struggle, their own unique backpack, by creating an awareness that it can be talked about to help alleviate negative feelings and negative healthy self-esteem. And navigate healthy self-esteem. It is a book for childhood trauma or experiencing other mental health struggles for school counselors, therapists, social workers, clinicians, caregivers, and guardians, parents, and the many who take on the parenting role for a child. Taking the concept of grief, loss, trauma into a child-friendly level to promote healing discussions and interpersonal healing. Viers is a therapist, writer, mother, and founder of Share Hope Through Art, a nonprofit aimed at suicide prevention. ShareHopeArt.com. For more books, go to www.lulu.com/spotlight/J.K. Judith Kuzmak Viers, self-published in 2023. So this is a recent book I wrote. It is also in the adult version I wrote as 3 pages in a 500-plus page book. But everyone has a backpack, and I'm going to start trying to write examples of how people turn their backpack into, like, little badges. So, like, some people have, like, a little heart with wings for somebody they remember, and how we can deal with things to make it lighter, like the little smiley faces in the story. So I have to get permission from people, but I have enough ideas to fill a book. But everyone has a backpack, and it's fine. And talking about it helps lighten it, is the concept. And talking about it with somebody that understands it and doesn't judge you, and finding the right people is kind of the challenge. All right, well, have a wonderful week, and thank you for joining us for a book reading.